These 2018 state quarters could be hiding in your pocket right now, and collectors are going absolutely crazy searching for them because some rare high-grade examples and error varieties have sold for hundreds of dollars at auctions, and the most wanted coins in today's video are the 2018 Pictured Rocks Quarter and the 2018 Voyageurs Quarter with stunning designs, rare mint errors, low population, high-grade examples, and collector demand exploding across the coin market. Some MS67 and proof-like Voyageurs quarters have reached over $200 and even close to $600 in special auction sales, while rare Pictured Rocks error coins keep getting attention from serious collectors who believe these modern quarters could become future treasures. So before you spend another 25-cent coin, make sure you check every detail, every mint mark, every strange error, because the next rare quarter you find could turn ordinary pocket change into an unbelievable payday. That coin collectors dream about. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back. We are diving deep into one of the most absolutely jaw-dropping, breathtaking, and shockingly undervalued coins that could literally be hiding right now in your pocket change or sitting completely unnoticed in that dusty old coin jar on your dresser. And that mind-blowing coin is the 2018 Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore Quarter from the Michigan, America. The beautiful series, and trust me when I tell you, this coin has a story so wild, so fascinating, and so packed with hidden treasure that by the end of this video, you are going to be tearing through every single coin you own looking for these incredible pieces. So let me blow your mind right from the start, because this stunning quarter was released in 2018 as part of the United States Mint America, the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 all the way to 2021 and featured 56 breathtaking national parks and historic sites across America. And the Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, located on the magnificent Upper Peninsula of Michigan, was chosen to represent the Great Lakes state. And when you look at this coin, you can clearly see the absolutely gorgeous Rainbow Cave arch with dramatic carved sandstone cliffs plunging into the crystal clear waters of Lake Superior, and the design itself was so strikingly beautiful that collectors went absolutely insane trying to get their hands on pristine high-grade examples. Now here is where things get seriously exciting, because the 2018 Pictured Rocks Quarter was produced at 3 different mint facilities, and each one carries a different mint mark that dramatically affects the value and collectability of your coin. So first you have the Philadelphia Mint, which strikes coins with a P mint mark, and in 2018, the total mintage for the Pictured Rocks Quarter from Philadelphia was an incredibly staggering 99,200,000 coins. Which sounds like a lot, but compared to some earlier quarters in this series, that number actually makes certain high-grade examples surprisingly hard to track down. Then you have the Denver Mint, which uses the D mint mark, and Denver produced a truly massive 108,400,000 Pictured Rocks quarters, making the Denver issue the higher mintage coin between the 2 circulation strikes, but do not for even 1 second think that means Denver coins are not worth hunting for, because condition is absolutely everything in this hobby, and a flawlessly preserved Denver strike in Ms. 67 or higher grade can absolutely command breathtaking prices that would make your head spin. And then the most jaw-dropping and electrifying coin in the entire Pictured Rocks Quarter family is without any doubt the San Francisco Mint Proof issue, marked with a beautiful S mint mark. And these spectacular proof coins were not made for ordinary pocket change, but instead were specially struck with hand-polished dies on specially prepared planchettes, creating mirror-like backgrounds and frosted raised designs that are so hauntingly beautiful they look almost unreal. And the San Francisco Proof Pictured Rocks Quarters were only available in official United States Mint Proof sets or Silver Proof sets, making them significantly scarcer than their circulation counterparts. And when you hold one of these shimmering proof examples under a light and watch those stunning Lake Superior cliffs and the majestic Rainbow Cave gleam and flash, it is genuinely one of the most breathtaking coin experiences you will ever have in your entire collecting life. Now let us talk about the factors that make collectors absolutely lose their minds over this coin, starting with the massive and undeniably important topic of errors and varieties, because this is where things get truly explosive and potentially life-changing for lucky finders out there. Because scattered throughout millions of 2018 Pictured Rocks quarters, there are documented and absolutely thrilling error coins that have sold for prices that will make your jaw drop to the floor. So what kinds of errors should you be frantically searching for on your Pictured Rocks quarters? Well, the most valuable and heart-stopping errors include dramatic doubled die obverse and reverse examples where portions of the lettering or design elements, like "In God We Trust" or "Liberty," or even the stunning cliff formations themselves, appear noticeably doubled or slightly shifted, creating a ghostly doubled image that screams rare and valuable to any sharp-eyed collector. And genuine strong doubled die examples on America the Beautiful quarters have sold for anywhere from $50 all the way up to several hundred dollars or even more, depending on the strength and location of the doubling. So grab your magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe right now and start examining those date areas and lettering with the most intense focus you can muster, because a strong doubled die could be your golden ticket. Then there are the absolutely spectacular off-center strikes where the coin was not properly aligned with the dies during the striking process and a portion of the design is missing, replaced by a blank unstruck area and off-center pictured rocks quarters with dramatic shifts of 20% or more with a fully readable date are extraordinarily eye-catching and can sell for stunning amounts that most people would never expect from a common looking quarter. Next, you need to be obsessively watching for dramatic die cracks and die breaks, which are raised irregular lines running across the surface of the coin caused by the actual mint dies cracking under the immense pressure of coin production. And while minor die cracks are relatively common and adds only modest premiums to value, the truly spectacular large die cracks are what collectors thrillingly call a cut error, where a chunk of the die actually broke away, creating a raised blob of metal on the coin surface. Can absolutely transform an ordinary 2018 quarter into a legitimately rare and jaw-dropping collectible worth serious money. And then there are the mesmerizing broad strike errors where the coin was struck without its collar ring, causing the metal to spread outward, creating a wider than normal and visually striking coin that immediately grabs attention. And the incredibly rare and almost mythically exciting wrong planchette errors, where a quarter design was accidentally struck on a dime planchette or a foreign coin blanc, creating an absolutely bizarre hybrid coin that coin experts and advanced collectors would pay shocking amounts to add to their collections. Now, beyond the electrifying world of errors, we absolutely need to talk about coin grading and condition, because this is perhaps the single most important factor that separates a coin worth face value from one worth hundreds or even thousands of times more. And the pictured rocks quarter, with its intricate high-relief design featuring those dramatic sandstone cliff formations and the deeply carved cave arch, actually has quite a few raised high points that wear down quickly in circulation. So the vast majority of circulated examples you find in pocket change will grade anywhere from a mediocre AG3 to a decent F45, but these worn circulated coins, while historically interesting, are not the ones that make collectors sprint to their phones to call their dealer. And the real excitement begins with uncirculated mint state examples, where all the original mint luster is preserved and the coin has never suffered the abrasive punishment of circulation. And mint state pictured rocks quarters and grades Ms. 63 to Ms. 65 are genuinely attractive and relatively affordable, with values ranging from just a couple of dollars up to perhaps $15 or $20 for choice examples. But as you climb higher into the rarefied atmosphere of Ms. 66 and Ms. 67 grades, the price curve starts getting steep and thrilling very fast, and a perfectly preserved, flashy, lustrous Ms. 67 pictured rocks quarter can command anywhere from $30 to well over $100 from enthusiastic collectors who absolutely must have the finest known examples. And when you get into the almost impossible to achieve Ms. 68 territory, you are talking about coins so perfect, so flawlessly preserved that they are legitimately rare across any mint. And these ultra-high-grade specimens, when they do appear at auction, generate ferocious competitive bidding that drives prices into breathtaking territory. And for the proof version struck at San Francisco, things get even more spectacular, because a perfect PF70 deep cameo example with its mirror-field and frosted design that looks like frozen lightning captured in silver is a coin so visually stunning that even NAND collectors stop and stare in absolute amazement. And these perfect deep cameo-proof examples regularly sell for $20, $30 or more, with eye appeal being absolutely paramount. And now we absolutely must talk about the silver proof version, because this is where the pictured rocks quarter goes from being an attractive and interesting coin to being a genuinely precious and desirable piece that combines historical significance, numismatic artistry, and real intrinsic precious metal value, because the United States Mint also produced special silver-proof sets in 2018, containing quarters struck in beautiful 90% silver rather than the standard copper-nickel-clad composition of regular circulation coins. In these gorgeous silver-pictured rocks quarters have a distinct visual warmth and a satisfying heft and weight that clad coins simply cannot match. And in addition to their numismatic value, they carry actual silver content, making them doubly appealing to both coin collectors and precious metals enthusiasts. And finding one of these spectacular silver-proof examples in a forgotten collection or at an estate sale is the kind of discovery that genuinely makes hearts race. And now let us talk about why the pictured rocks National Lakeshore itself adds such fascinating historical and cultural depth to this coin. The 2018 Voyageurs U.S. State Quarter is one of those modern American coins that many people spend every day without realizing they could be holding a small treasure in their hands. And today we are diving deep into the shocking history, hidden value, Surprising rarity collector demand auction prices, mint marks, rare errors, varieties, and the powerful reasons why this coin has become a fascinating target for coin hunters across the nation because while millions were struck, only a small number stand out as premium examples, and those special pieces can command prices that leave ordinary people absolutely stunned. The Voyageurs quarter was released in 2018 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a famous series created by the United States Mint to honor national parks and historic sites from every state, territory, and district. This specific design celebrates Voyageurs National Park located in Minnesota, a breathtaking wilderness area known for its lakes, forests, islands, and rugged northern beauty. The reverse of the coin shows a scene with a loon swimming on the water, evergreen trees in the distance, and a canoe crossing the lake under the open sky. It is a design that captures peace, adventure, and the spirit of the American frontier, yet beneath that calm image, there may be coins worth far more than 25 cents waiting to be discovered. The first thing collectors want to know is how many were made because mintage numbers can strongly affect value. The 2018 Voyageurs quarter was struck for circulation at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, with additional collector versions from San Francisco. These mint marks are critical because they tell the story of where the coin was produced. Coins from Philadelphia carry a P. Mint mark coins from Denver carry a D. Mint mark and collector-proof versions from San Francisco carry an S mint mark. While circulation strikes were made in the tens of millions, not all survive in beautiful condition. And that is where the real story begins, because quantity alone does not determine value. Condition, rarity, demand, and unusual features can transform a common coin into a sought-after prize. Let us talk about everyday circulated examples first, because most people will find these in pocket change. A worn 2018 Voyageurs quarter from Philadelphia or Denver is usually worth face value, meaning 25 cents. However, if the coin shows light or sharp details and appealing surfaces, it may sell for a small premium to collectors assembling complete quarter sets, especially if they need one quickly. Many beginners ignore these coins, but patient collectors know that saving attractive examples can pay off over time, especially as newer coins disappear from circulation into jars, drawers, albums, and collections. Now let us move into the exciting world of uncirculated coins, where values begin to rise sharply. A 2018 Voyageurs quarter in mint state condition with no wear bright luster and minimal contact marks can be worth several dollars. Raw, uncirculated rolls from banks once sold at modest premiums, and some still do, but the real money appears when coins are professionally graded by top services such as PCGs or NGC in grades like MS66, MS67, or better. Values can jump dramatically because flawless modern quarters are much harder to find than many people think. Millions are struck but few escape. Bag marks, scratches, weak strikes, or dull surfaces. A certified MS67 example may bring strong premiums, and ultra-high-grade examples can bring shocking numbers when registry set collectors compete. Registry set competition is one of the biggest hidden forces behind modern coin prices. Collectors trying to build the finest, graded sets battle for the highest-ranking coins, and when population reports show only a few top-grade examples, the bidding can become intense. This is how a coin worth face value in circulation can become a three-figure or even higher coin in elite condition. The 2018 Voyageurs quarter is no exception, because modern clad coins with clean surfaces and sharp strikes are surprisingly difficult to locate, especially years after release, when the best pieces have already been searched out. Proof coins deserve special attention because the San Francisco Mint produced beautiful collector versions with mirror-like surfaces, frosted designs, and careful striking. Standard clad proof Voyageurs quarters can be worth several dollars in original government packaging, but deep cameo examples graded PR69 or PR70 can sell for much more. Silver proof versions are even more exciting because they contain silver and were sold specifically to collectors. These pieces combine metal value, collector appeal, and limited production, making them favorites for modern quarter enthusiasts. Perfect PR70 silver proofs often command impressive premiums, especially when demand rises during strong coin markets. Now let us enter the thrilling category that attracts treasure hunters everywhere: errors and varieties. Mint errors happen when something goes wrong during production, and these mistakes can turn ordinary quarters into headline-grabbing collectibles. One of the most famous possibilities is an off-center strike where the coin design is not properly centered, depending on how dramatic the misalignment is and whether the date remains visible. At 2018, Voyageurs off-center quarter can be worth from tens to hundreds of dollars. Another dramatic error is a broad strike where the coin is struck without the retaining collar, causing it to spread wider than normal. Such pieces look strange and are highly collectible. Double strikes are another spectacular possibility where the coin is struck more than once, creating overlapping images. If a Voyageurs quarter shows a strong second strike, the value could rise significantly. Collectors love obvious visual errors because they are easy to appreciate and rare to find. Then there are clipped planchettes where part of the metal blank is missing before striking, producing a curved missing section on the finished coin. These errors are always attention grabbers and values depend on size, and appeal die cracks and cud errors are also important. A die crack appears as a raised line caused by a damaged die, while a cud forms when a piece of the die breaks away, leaving a raised blob on the coin. Some Voyageurs quarters with dramatic die damage can command strong prices, especially if certified repunched. Mint marks are mostly a thing of older eras due to modern minting methods, but doubled dies still matter. A doubled die occurs when design elements show visible doubling caused during die creation if discovered on lettering, numbers, or design features. This can create a valuable variety. Collectors constantly inspect modern coins, hoping to identify new doubled dies, and the Voyageurs quarter remains a candidate searched by many enthusiasts. Strike quality is another key factor often missed by beginners. Some Voyageurs quarters show weak details in the tree's waterlines or loon feathers, while others display razor-sharp design elements. Coins with exceptional strikes stand out and may grade higher. Luster also matters. Coins with booming cartwheel shine and clean surfaces are more desirable than dull spotted pieces. Even toning can add value if attractive. Natural rainbow or golden toning can make a modern quarter visually stunning, and collectors sometimes pay premiums for beautiful color. Auction records create the biggest excitement because they prove what buyers are willing to pay rather than what people merely hope for. Common circulated pieces bring little, but top-graded examples have sold for far more than face value, and registry-level coins can surprise everyone. Prices change constantly depending on supply-demand, certification, and market mood. A coin that sells modestly one year can soar later if populations remain low and competition increases. This is why serious collectors watch auctions carefully. They understand that the market rewards rarity plus condition plus visibility. If a perfect 2018 Voyageurs quarter appears at the right time with multiple bidders, the final hammer price can be astonishing. How rare is the 2018 Voyageurs quarter really? The answer depends on which version we mean. Circulated coins or common high-grade certified coins are much scarcer. Proofs are scarcer than circulation strikes. Silver proofs are scarcer still. Major mint errors are genuinely rare. Top population registry examples may be extremely rare in practical terms because so few exist at that level. This layered rarity is what makes coin collecting so exciting, because one date can exist in common and rare forms simultaneously. Many people unknowingly own the common version, while only a few possess elite examples. Collectors also love the storytelling power of this coin. Voyageurs National Park honors the Voyageurs of North America, the canoe travelers and fur trade routes that helped shape early exploration. The design, featuring a canoe gliding across the lake, creates emotional appeal beyond numbers and grades. Coins with attractive themes often enjoy lasting popularity because people connect with the imagery. Wildlife lovers, outdoor enthusiasts, Minnesota residents, and America the Beautiful set collectors all chase this quarter from different angles. That broad collector base helps support demand. If you want to search for valuable 2018 Voyageurs quarters, start with pocket change bank rolls, coin jars, and uncirculated rolls. Examine the mint mark, check surfaces under good light, look for strong luster, sharp details, and unusual striking mistakes. Weigh suspicious pieces, if possible, because wrong planchette errors can occur when a coin is struck on metal intended for another denomination. Such pieces are rare, but can be extremely valuable. Imagine finding a Voyageurs quarter struck on a dime, planchette nickel, planchette, or foreign blank. Those dramatic wrong planchette errors can bring hundreds or even thousands depending on authenticity and condition. Always compare weight, size, and appearance.